The smell of barbecue smoke and sizzling chicken drifted over the fence just as I was burning my first batch of burgers. It was a Saturday evening, the kind of suburban calm where laughter, distant music, and the crackle of a grill make you forget life's heaviness. I had just moved into this neighborhood 3 weeks ago, new city, new job, and an empty backyard that still didn't feel like mine. Then came the voice. "Need some help over there, rookie?" I turned around to see her, my neighbor from next door, smiling over the fence, a pair of tongs in hand, hair tied in a messy bun. "Help?" I said, pretending not to be embarrassed by the charred remains of what were supposed to be burgers. No. I'm a professional disaster artist." She laughed, that genuine kind of laugh that makes a person instantly likable. "I'm Emily," she said. "And for the sake of your dinner, I'm offering an intervention." Within minutes, she was in my backyard, moving with the confidence of someone who'd mastered both grilling and small talk. She sprinkled seasoning like she was painting with flavor, flipped burgers with grace, and teased me about my culinary crimes. "So," she said, glancing up from the grill, "new guy, what brings you to Maple Avenue?" "Work." "Needed a reset," I said. "And maybe, a quieter life." Her smile softened. "A reset sounds nice. We all need one sometimes." The evening stretched longer than I expected. We talked about everything, her golden retriever, my terrible sense of direction, her love for photography, my fear of commitment, which I accidentally admitted after my second beer. When the fireflies came out and the sky turned purple, there was a comfortable silence between us. Then she said it, softly, almost like a thought that escaped before she could catch it. "I really hope you're not married." I blinked, unsure whether to laugh or take it seriously. "I'm not," I said after a pause. "Divorced, actually. A year now." Her eyes flickered with something, understanding, maybe. "Then you'll get this," she said. "People don't always realize how much strength it takes to start over." That sentence, simple as it was, hit me harder than I expected. Because she was right. I was tired of pretending the past didn't weigh me down. Over the next few weeks, Emily became a quiet constant in my life. She'd wave from her porch when I left for work, bring over cookies that accidentally turned out edible, and sometimes, she'd just sit with me under the porch light, talking about things neither of us could quite fix but still tried to understand. There was never any pressure, no declarations or confessions. Just two people who'd both been through storms, finding comfort in the same calm. Then one evening, I noticed she wasn't outside. No lights on. No laughter from her yard. Days passed, and her car didn't move. Concern pushed me to knock on her door. When she opened it, I barely recognized her, pale, wrapped in a blanket, eyes tired. "Hey," I said gently. "You okay?" She hesitated before whispering, "Just got back from the hospital. My mom passed away." I didn't say anything. I just pulled her into a hug. The kind that doesn't ask for words. That night, I cooked for her, the same burgers she'd taught me to make. We sat quietly, the way you do when comfort doesn't need sound. When she finally smiled again, it wasn't the cheerful neighbor smile, it was something real, fragile, healing. Months passed. We started hosting small grill nights together, neighbors, laughter, kids running around. It became a tradition, a celebration of simple joy. And one evening, as we stood side by side flipping burgers, she nudged me with her elbow. "Remember the first time I said I hoped you weren't married?" she asked, grinning. "How could I forget?" I said. "Well," she said, turning her gaze toward the glowing sunset, "I still kind of hope you're not, because I think I'm finally ready to stop being alone." I looked at her, the warmth of the grill reflecting in her eyes, and realized something I hadn't seen before, not just attraction, but the quiet miracle of two people rebuilding their lives, one small kindness at a time. We didn't rush. We didn't label it. But from that evening on, life tasted different, like perfectly grilled burgers shared with someone who made the world feel lighter. Sometimes love doesn't arrive with grand gestures or fireworks. Sometimes, it starts with smoke from a backyard grill, a shared laugh, and the courage to hope again.